Hello and welcome in 7 random tips for Project Zomboid. I recently came back to this game after a while, since there is a lot of new stuff and quite cool updates. I gathered 7 completely random tips for this game. Some I know for a while, some were a surprise even for me. Hopefully you will find something interesting. Ah, and the guy from the loading screen? He's not holding this girl, he's eating her. Just so you know. Let's get to it. This tip is more time management than actually game changer. Our test subject, Henyo, here will show you what I mean. So when you cut the logs and when you use the solve logs button from the log on the floor, the planks appear on the floor, which makes sense. But in the same setup, when you actually right click on a saw and choose saw logs, the planks will magically appear in your inventory. You're basically saving the time of transferring the items between. And it might not look like much, but if you build a house and use 200 planks, it can save you like half an hour. Next scenario. If the saw is in some sort of container on the floor and you use to cut the planks which from the logs which are on the floor as well, the planks appear in your inventory. Similar scenario when you have the logs in a container and you use the saw from the floor, the plank or the log will be magically transferred onto the floor. But when we use the same button from the inventory, the planks will be moved to the inventory. Simple. We are basically saving time. The last scenario is if you have the excess of the logs. If you have the full backpack of the logs and you have many logs just brought in. And in this scenario, when we use the saw which is on our inventory, obviously when you use it from the floor, they will all drop on the floor. But if you have the saw in your inventory and using here, the logs will be cut to planks and the planks will appear in your inventory, but just as much as you can carry. The rest will drop on the floor. Knowing this can save you a lot of time, especially in the big building projects. Okay, so when it comes to securing the base, as you see, I found the junkyard, which has chicken wire around it. What I built in here are the windows, and I put the cars in front of it. What it does is that the zombies start to crawl under the car, and they cannot do anything. They cannot attack the window because window is passable object for them. So they try to pass it, they try to go through the window, but they cannot get up because they are underneath the car. So their pathing breaks and they basically wait here for you. And through this window you can dispatch them using anything. You don't have to have a spear because through the chicken wire you can use the spear, just in case you didn't know. But here I can use the crowbar or whatever I want to do. Let me show you this. I got myself a shotgun, so let me attract someone. I don't think there is anyone around. So we got... Ooh, there is a guy. Can you come here? Yo! I don't want to use the shotgun because that's gonna attract like a whole neighborhood. Oh, fuck it. Good. Okay, so we have a zombie coming to us. He stopped here. Most of the time they will stop here, so... But, oh, he's crawling. Good, thank you. For the video purposes, he can show actually what is he doing. Yeah, we don't see him, we see him here. And that's it. He's not gonna destroy anything. He will be just standing here. Nothing happened. But I can use the crowbar to do this. And I can loot the guy. Oh, the shotgun. I actually have this one as well. So this is like impossible barricade for the zombies because it's breaking the zombie pathing and you are fine basically fine. Obviously, you cannot take car inside, but this costs 16 of planks, so that's why I have planks here. When I will finish with those cars, I will take them outside, I will destroy this, take them outside, rebuild it, and that's it. Easy. Very easy. I hope it will be patched, but yeah, it is how it is. Anyway, the second thing is, if you don't want to do it, if you don't want to do it this way, you don't want to do it the old way, so the old just putting the cars in front, there is the option in the menu I will show right now on the screen. So you can just untick the zombie scrolling under the cars, or set up the different value for it. This thing I use every time I'm leaving the safe house, going to the different city, for example, for supplies, and I can't find any safe spot to sleep. I usually sleep in my car, next to the wall. I park, so on the driver's side there is a wall of some building, and I sleep like that. Quite easy. The zombies can't reach you, or even through the other window. I don't have the windows in there. I will show you in a second what happened. But they can't reach you when you are sleeping like that, and obviously they will wake you up. So when you wake up and you are inside the zombie party, you just drive out using the car, and you won't wake up and get bite straight away. And here I attracted some zombies. I'm parked next to the wall just to show that they will not be able to reach you through the car. They will destroy the windows. That's why I had the windows destroyed on the previous part. But even though they will destroy the window, they will not scratch me, they will not kill me. Obviously, this is not the situation you want to sleep in. This is just to showcase that the worst case scenario, if the zombies surround you, you can get out quite easily. I even tried to, I had an attempt to actually sleep in this car. Obviously, zombies woke me up. Yeah, they destroyed the first window, they will destroy the second window as well. And eventually they will destroy the car, so you cannot just live in this situation. You have to get out. You have to either kill them, either run away from them. But this gives you a little bit of safety. A little bit of safety. As you can see, the control of the car is flickering. It means that it's taking damage. I don't know how much damage, but they will eventually destroy it. And that's what you do when they wake you up. Just go away, and you're fine. When it comes to storing water in a long-term survival, usually the water dispenser is the way to go. Everyone is mentioning this on some forums and stuff. But the water dispenser can hold up to 250 water. You can pick it up, you can walk around with it, and you can put it somewhere else, and you can fill stuff from it and to it. Okay, fine. But this is not the best item. If you have a base, if you have a safe house, this is not the best item to store your water. So, as you can see, I have the rain collectors here. And when you look at the rain collector, it says that it's tainted water, unsafe for drinking. Alright? Okay. But, when you store the water in-house, in a rain collector, it doesn't say this. This is because this is the clean water. I added the clean water here from the water dispensers, and it holds up to 400 water, which means that it can store 150 units of water more than a water dispenser. Of course, you cannot pick it up until you empty it out, and you have to have the carpentry level 7. But apart of that, if you reach those things, if you reach level 7 and you just want to build the rain collectors and you struggle with space, for example, I obviously don't struggle with space, but if you struggle with space or you just want to store water, this is the way to go. For me, at least, this is the way to go. And obviously you have to add the water to it from any other container, but you can build, if you are fast enough, you can build the rain collector barrels before the water shut off, or you can find those rain collector barrels in a ward in some places. I found 2 places right now. I won't tell you where it is, but I found 2 places, 2 barrels each full of water. So if you find this place, you can leave this place, or you can live close to this place, and you can just use this. The disadvantage is obviously you cannot pick it up, but apart of this, it's just fine. And there is one more thing, I think is a bug. I will mention it here. I noticed this right now when I was preparing for this video. When we take the empty bleach bottle will hold 1.5 liter of water. This one is empty. I have the water bottle, and when I use it to put the empty bleach bottle, I have the empty bottle of water and a full bottle 1.6 of the bleach bottle. You see? I'm not sure which one it was, but even if it's 1.4, I actually gain the water by not doing anything. This is bug, and I believe this will be patched. If not, this should be patched because. Well, let's try that again. So we have 146 empty bottle of water, yeah, and we add to empty bottle of water. We have 13 here, so nothing happened. Nothing happened here. It doesn't take from this one. What did I do? Oh, I put it from the water, empty bleach bottle. Let's do it this way. Sorry. Yeah, 1.6. Double up the water, basically. It's an exploit, which I just found out, and I'm going to exploit a lot right now. Anyway, yeah, the rain collector barrels, if you can afford to build it, this will be, at least for me, the ultimate way to store the water, because it can store much more. Okay, I double checked the units of the water between the bottle of water and the bleach bottle with water. So here we have the water dispenser with 99, yeah? When I add water from water bottle, it gives me 10. So that right now it's 109. I have the bleach bottle of water, which is almost empty. So let's pour the water to this. Full? Full. So we add from bleach bottle of water. It gives me also 10. But the bleach bottle of water, even though it looks like it has more water, it actually doesn't. It just weighs more. So pour it here. No, that wasn't full bottle. Pour into bleach bottle with water. So right now it's full, yeah, and this one is full as well. So this bottle and this bottle has the same units of water. However, the bleach bottle with water weighs twice as much, which means that the bleach bottle with water is completely useless and it shouldn't be used, as it not store twice as much of the water. It stores the same units of water. I don't know if it's broken or it is because the mods I'm using. I don't think the mods, because I don't use any mods regarding the food recipes and the water recipes. I think this is just a mistake, which I hope it will be corrected. But at the moment, even though it shows that it has much more water in it, and it makes sense because it's a bigger bottle, it doesn't. It has the same units. Bit more testing, just to rule out the mods part. I have the bleach water with water and the water bottle, yeah? Okay, so let me add, right now the water dispenser has 203 units of water. When I add from bleach bottle, it has 213. When I add from water bottle, it's 223. So, yeah, the quantity of both of those bottles is the same. They can store the same amount of water units. So this is useless. This one is quite simple. When you fish, you can press Ctrl to turn around. Just press Ctrl and keep it pressed. When you speed up the game, your character will be turning around and watching his back, basically. Or you can build something like that and fish from here. We just need to stand in front to the exit and you can actually fish. now you can speed up the game and you can wait for the fish. Makes fishing much easier this way, instead of constantly watching your back while you do it. You can speed up the game and just get the thing done. This is more like a tactic rather than tip. In regards of cooking, it takes a long time to actually level it up. I reached level 6 on this hard character and almost level 7, and this takes a long time to do. Of course, we know about the cooking books, as you can see I'm using them, and the cooking shows on the TV, but to really maxed out experience and get as much experience as you can, because as you know, when you reach level 7 of cooking, you can use rotten food as ingredients, which is awesome. So to do so, first of all, don't eat the ingredients. Here I have the sliced fillets from the fishing from the different tip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook those fish fillets like you would normally do. Okay? When they are ready, you can eat it straight away like that, yeah. But don't do it. Use the empty bowl to actually make the salad from this fish fillet, even if it will be one cooking, because this is actually giving you points as well. Right now we are 2903.88. When we add another fish fillet here, it's 12, so 10 points by this, just by this. And you don't lose anything. You basically get the same hunger. Obviously, from the fish fillet you lose if you eat the normal fish. If you slice it to fillet, you lose a little bit of hunger. I mean, a little bit of food, but you can use it for the ingredients. And when you are adding to the ingredients, when you are adding some stuff to the ingredients, you can just add 3 of those. So let me quickly eat this. I'll show you. When we add the cabbage, so 1, we have hunger, thirst, and happiness. We add the second one. We didn't lose unhappiness. This -5 to unhappiness. When we add the third one, we lose the unhappiness. So 3 is the maximum you can add. When we added the fourth one, that will be, well, disgusting, that bowl of cabbage, we actually gain unhappiness when you eat this. So don't use more than 3. Ideally 2, because you actually get this this buff as well. So that's the first thing. The second thing, of course, you can do it the other way around. So you can make the roast, for example. So first put the sliced fillet on a roast and then roast it. But cook whatever you can cook. So this cabbage, for example, here it's waste because I could use the roast with the cabbage and actually get the points from cutting and from cooking as well. So that's the first thing. The second thing, the rotten food. I split the rotten food on 3 categories here. So we have the stuff I can cook, and when you cook this rotten food, you still get experience. Obviously you cannot eat it, but you can get experience out of it. And to prove that, I have with me meat patty, which is rotten, yeah? So obviously I cannot eat it. But, and we have 2948.88. When we cook this, okay, turn off, so don't burn the house. We got 30 points out of cooking rotten food, yeah? 30 points like that. Obviously you cannot eat it, as I mentioned, but you can still use it. You can still use this food. So this is the first category. Usually meat, dead mouse, pork chop, this kind of stuff, yeah? So you can actually cook this, that should be here. The second stuff is a food that it can be reused. So I have I have cooked food here, and I have some ingredients that I will be able to use on 11.7. Of course, I have the fresh one as well, because from my cutting, I'm dropping it here. Usually I'm dropping this to the composter straight away. So this food you can actually use as well. Obviously not now, but when you reach level 7, you can use this food to actually level up. Not for food, for food as well, but not only for food. You can actually level up, which gives you, you know, a little bit of grind, but it will be much easier because you have a lot of food available to you. And the third category is already made food. This food It shouldn't be here. I just did it for the video purposes. I drop straight away to composter. The rest I try to keep somewhere. I try to collect it when I'm somewhere outside, and I try to keep until I reach level 7, unless I'm really, I'm really struggling with space and stuff, so I throw it away. But I try to bring some of it at least. And this one just go to the composter because I cannot make anything out of it, and I cannot make it eatable again. There is just the option eat here. There is nothing to add to pizza, to pie slice, to cake slice, and so on. So this way, when you're doing it like that, after 4 months, and I didn't grind this properly, like I was just basically playing. After 4 months, I have level 6, almost level 7, and I'm getting this level. When I get this level 7, I will reuse all this food, even if I throw it away, I will just reuse it to get the points. But whenever you find some ingredients, try not to eat it. Try to eat stuff which is already ready to eat, like the melted ice cream, or ice cream in that case, or actually have some just the ingredients in here. Vegetable salad, even if it means that you will have to cut the cabbage to the bowl. This is giving you also then one advantage. If you cook the meat like straight away, the steak in an oven, it has a debuff to unhappiness. But if you make a salad out of the steak, even if you won't add anything else, just the steak, you remove this debuff. So try to have somewhere around at least one bowl and the kitchen knife, because this is the fastest. You don't need to cook it, and use it when you have this food. Don't eat the raw steak, not the raw, but cooked steak and cooked meat. Try to use the salad. Try to use it to make the salad. Hope it makes sense. As you know, combat is very important in Project Zomboid. It's one of the most important things you do in this game. I gathered a bunch of tips for the beginner tips for combat. So for people who are coming from the version 40, so before the new graphics, or for the new players. And the first thing is that if you struggle with fighting zombies, if you struggle to aim, and if you struggle to actually die a lot and so on, you have the option in options in sandbox to multi-hit the zombies. What that means is that on any weapon that will swing, you can hit multiple zombies, and spears hit multiple zombies as well. If they are in the same position, I mean in the same distance from you, you can hit a couple of zombies at the same time, which makes fight much easier. I use it. I use this option even after few hours I played. I use this option because it's faster for me, and it's not that every single time I see 5 or 6 zombies I have to actually plan around and this kind of things. With multi-hit, it's easier. Okay, so this is the first thing. If you have a problem with this, just turn it on for the time being until you get used to it. After you get used to the fighting, you will notice what I'm about to show you right now, that the tactics for the fighting 1 and 3 zombies is similar. It's not the same. I will show you how I do it, so it might help you. It might help you. Okay, let's go to find some trouble. Okay, Henyo here was kind enough to show you what he learned using the blunt weapons. He has fairly decent level. First of all, if you hear the sound of the zombie, most likely the zombie already spotted you, even if you didn't spot it. So instead of moving forward, just wait for it. Okay, so one by one. If you fight one zombie, because at the beginning, especially when you play with extremely rare loot, you don't have much weapon. So if you fight with a zombie, save the weapon. If it's just one, instead of, don't do this. I mean, I'm high enough level, so I actually drop him, but don't hit him. Just push him on the ground and then hit him. The reason for this is that when you hit the zombies on the ground, you have the critical hit, and the amount of experience you receive is due to the amount of damage you make. So within one hit, you much less use the weapon, but you get the same amount of experience. Okay, one zombie is not a problem. Okay, 2 zombies. It's similar. Let me find 2 zombies somewhere here. We are on a graveyard. They should be here. And one. Okay, we attract the 2 zombies. I think we attract just 2 zombies. So if you are fighting with 2 zombies at the same time, what you can do is you can drop the first zombie, the one which is closer to you, on the floor and just stand on him. And then you can push this one away, kill this one, and kill this one. Easy. Obviously, they have to be it has to be a distance between them, so they cannot be right next to each other. But even if they are next to each other and the zombie, let's say this zombie is alive and the zombie stands just here, this zombie will not get up. If you stand somewhere around this place for the zombie, so on his chest, the zombie will not get up. And it doesn't matter if it's 1, 2 or 5 zombies laying in the same place, they will not get up. So you can punch them, you can smash their head and so on. And zombies prevent other zombies to get up as well. So 2 is usually my goal when I'm killing the zombies. I usually try to attract not more than 2, because it's still safe, kind of safe. Let me try to show you on those 2. Yo. Yep. Good. When you're fighting the zombies and when you are in front of the zombies, remember to cover your ass. So don't fight like here. We have another 2. Oh, I can show you actually how to fight more than 2 zombies. Yo, guys. Come on. If I fight more than 2 zombies, and especially on a low level, I punch them, I hit them. I try to push them away, because pushing away is faster than actually hitting with the 2-handed weapon, but I'm hitting them and moving backwards. So never stand in one position. 3 zombies can easily overrun you, so try to move back. Obviously if the back is clean, but I cleaned this area, so I know it's clean. But never try to stand your ground in one spot and just fight the zombies. Move back all the time, move back. It will be much easier to hit them or push them on the ground and so on and so on. Sometimes, if you're lucky, if the 2 zombies will be on the floor, the 3rd one will stand on them and you can just fight 1 zombie this way. This rule with 3 zombies is applied to 3, 4, 5. I think on a level 3 I have right now, the biggest amount of zombies I had lined up was 9, and I still killed them with multi-hit. Without multi-hit, I would aim for 4, maybe 5, but I would stress if there would be 5. So yeah, that's it. Good luck.